Okay, so it's like 10:21 at night, and this is my third take. So if the cat runs across my computer, or the dog barks, or my kids come down and ask for a snack, I'm just gonna keep going. I hope that's okay with you guys. All right, so I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you about what a T chart is and what it is used for. So some of you may be very familiar with a T chart. Maybe you've used it in the past, or maybe you've seen it but you haven't used it in a while. So basically a T chart is what you're looking at right now. It's just a two column organizer that allows you to visually arrange and present any information so that it is helpful for you. Um, T-charts are mostly used to compare and contrast ideas on like certain topics. I've also seen them used in ELA, and maybe you guys have used them in ELA for main ideas and then supporting details. Um, or they can just be used for note-taking purposes. But for the purpose of today, you get to kind of decide the type of information that you're going to record. Um, I was thinking about this, and I was trying to think about how I could convey how I would use this. And in my mind, I always like to pair things with something I don't know with something I do know to help me better remember. So that's kind of what I was thinking in my mind, like how could I use this chart to benefit me when it comes time for test taking? And so I know for myself that I'm very familiar with the religion Christianity. So I'm going to pick that one, but I wanted to pair it with Islam because it's something that I'm not as familiar with. So where it says your text here, you're just going to click in the box, and then I just highlight it and write directly over top of it. So I'm going to, oh boy, not redoing the video. It's okay if it's not perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do Christianity, and then I'm going to highlight over here, and I'm going to do Islam. Okay. And then underneath is where we're going to kind of list, or if you don't like lists, you can write them out. I like to just do bullet points to help me remember things. It's very concise and short. And so what I know about Christianity is that they believe in a single God. So I'm going to write single God. And if you want, you can put that too, just to help you. So I would write Jesus. And then they have a sacred text that they use that they call the Bible, and that includes, well, I'm going to put Jewish Bible because that's what it says in the text. So it's both the Old and the New Testament, and then they also follow the Ten Commandments. All right, and so since I'm not as familiar with Islam as a religion, I'm now going to pair it with Christianity, like I had mentioned before, to hopefully help me remember. So just like Christianity, Islam also believes in a single God, and they refer to him as Allah. And then just like Christianity, they have a sacred text too, and they call theirs the Quran. And I think, yeah, that's how you do it. And then they didn't follow the Ten Commandments, but they did have the 5 pillars of faith. So it's nothing real crazy, but I've told you guys before that I am very much a kinesthetic learner and a visual learner. And while typing on a computer isn't the same as physically writing out, that's just kind of where we're at these days with remote learning. It still is helpful to me, and now I can make that connection. I can see. And so I hope that it is helpful to you as well. So again, if you are familiar with some of the religions and you want to compare them to something that you do know, great. If you want to compare two religions that you're very unfamiliar with because you feel like that would give you extra practice, great. You get to decide how you want to use this, and I want you to